You guys have a paper there. You turn it over. As it says there, you have two photos of rooms. You have the first one where you left it 2 hours ago, perfectly pristine. And then this is what you came back to after those 2 hours. Now, during those 2 hours, only your parents, your brother and sister, your cat and dog were the only ones in the house, and no one left or came in while you were there. Now, from those two images, choose three items and develop some ideas about why those became the way they were in one or two sentences. All right? We'll come back to it.
Can you say the last part again?
For the three items that you've chosen, just develop a reason why they came, an explanation for what happened to them. How did they get in that state from the first picture to the second picture?
For each one or all
For
three
each,
together?
each one, about one or two sentences to write.
Okay. Who was at home?
Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your cat, and your dog.
Okay.
All right? We all good?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So let's see about a few examples. What was one of the items that you chose?
I chose the chair.
All right. What happened to the chair?
Well, the cat jumped on the back of the chair with muddy paws because the dog was chasing him.
All right. So the dog chasing the cat led to muddy paws in the chair. Right. And for you, what was one of your items?
Mine was the knocked over stool.
All right. What happened to it?
So my brother and sister were trying to catch our pets, and they knocked over the stool.
Okay. So the brother sister chased the pets, ended up knocking the stool. Which one? Did the pets or the brother and sister knock over the stool?
The brother and sister knocked over the stool.
All right. And what about another one?
I have that the dog jumped on the chair, jumped over the chair, and landed on the footstool, tipping it over and sending the cat flying into the coffee table where he spilled his coffee.
So pretty big sequence. So let's see. You had the chair, you had the coffee table, and what was the last one?
And the footstool.
And the footstool. Yep. So and then was it the muddy paws after that or before
The
that?
muddy paws were before.
Ah,
Because the cat ended up on the footstool.
okay. And what about another? Yeah.
I've got the kind of the same thing. I've got all the knocked over cups. I have the pets were running away from my brother and sister. They were trying to get free, and as they were jumping around trying to run away, they knocked over the cups.
Okay. So we got a good amount of sequences, still a chase with, but you also give a bit of a reason why they're trying to get free. All right. So we got the chair, we got the cups, we got the stool, and we have the table. Let's see. Was there any others? Yeah.
Not that I addressed.
Okay. All right. So let's go over this a bit. So we have with the chair, dog was chasing the cat as the chair, and our other idea was the cat was being chased by the brother and sister along with the dog, and ended up knocking over the chair or the footstool. I'm sorry. All right. So let's do a little vote. All right. Heads down, and raise your hand if you think the cat running up with the muddy paws after being chased by a dog was the cause. All right? And if the brother and sister chasing the cat and the dog was the cause? All right, so we think that the cause was the cat being chased by the dog. Now, okay, so we decided that through logical reasoning. We saw the paws. We know there's a cat and a dog in the house. Dogs and cats, often, especially created cartoons, don't like each other, keep chasing each other. And we also have the brother and sister trying to catch them. So we have a reason for why they're trying to flee.
Yep.
Now, that's a perfectly logical explanation. But also, the other explanation works just as well. All we have is the before and after. We have no intermediate. All we are trying to do is try to figure out potential causes. We're using this is effective for us because you guys are using deductive reasoning, logical explanations, taking the evidence that you see and what facts you have to create a solution. It may not be the exact thing that happens, but with the given facts, it is a logical outcome and just requires further information to verify if it's the actual truth. And this kind of thinking, you guys are going to need, especially further on in this lesson, especially as we move from the periods between World War I and World War II into World War I itself, as we look at its causes. Now, as seen here, you guys have gone through in the last week over the period between, as I said. So we've gone over the Great Depression, we've gone over the aftermath of World War I, the roaring.
Go ahead, sorry.
All right. We've gone over the Roaring 20s, especially before the big crash happened. And we looked at the various influences that the Great Depression had throughout the world, not just in the United States. So with that, one aspect that we haven't gone over with the Great Depression is the militarism impact. So going through, just as a refresher, who remembers what the Great Depression was? Just basic definition.
The stock market crash.
Stock market crash? Was there any other factors?
The farmlands blew away.
The big Dust Bowl.
The Dust Bowl. Yep.
And we have all those impacts. And with the stock market crash, that was a global system. So it started impacting other economies. Now, most of you guys, probably from pop culture and such, know about what was happening in the U.S. The Great Depression has been portrayed in tons of movies, books, even sometimes through some of you guys' games, even. But there was larger impacts as well, especially in Europe and Asia. One particular aspect for Asia is with Japan. Now, when the economy started collapsing in Japan, you actually had the rise of militarism. Now in Japan, it was a divided state at first. There were those who were wanting to go and increase the military influence, to go and start annexing territory. But there were also those that were against it. When the economy crashed, those who were against lost any voice because there was no choice. They were losing resources. They had nothing to support their economy currently. So the best way to get